Everybody. Oh my gosh, still more people hopping on. Okay. Hi, I'm Becca Robinson. I know most of you guys know me because you're either on my team or you're on Stephanie's team and you saw me the other week. So hi again. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm so excited. This team call is all about Emerald, which is the absolute first promotion you get to give yourself as a coach. So I know everybody here is at different stages of your business. A lot of you guys maybe are already Emerald ranked, or maybe you're Diamond ranked or Star Diamond ranked, all over the board. But this is always a good refresher. Hang on one second, let me mute everybody. This is always a good refresher because if you're growing your business, you should always have something to be growing, right? Like you hit Emerald, then you hit Diamond, Star Diamond, 2-star Diamond, then you sign up again under yourself. You have to get that account to Emerald, Diamond, Star Diamond, sign up again under yourself, et cetera, et cetera. So always good to remember these things. Also, it's just good sometimes to hear it again because I think a lot of the time we can get tunnel vision in our business. And you know, if you're already Diamond, maybe you're somewhere in that no man's land between Emerald and Diamond, or maybe you're a Star Diamond. And so for you, the next rank advancement can seem really far away because maybe you're waiting on leaders to develop under you. But the truth is that it's our job to go Emerald over and over and over and over again to grow our team. So this idea of adding 2 people, 1 on each side, is not only for new coaches. This isn't something that is only for them to do. It's for all of us to be aiming to do at least every month, if not more. If you're a coach on my team, you might remember that our blueprint for 2020 to keep our business simple was Earning Success Club, recruiting at least 2 new coaches a month. Those are our bare minimums for our business. So if you're doing that, you're technically going Emerald every month, right? And then your business is constantly growing and you have constant new people coming in. That's the goal. Okay, so really quickly, for any of you guys who don't know me, for anybody on my team who's newer, or maybe you're in my downline and you're here because your sponsor coach invited you, first of all, thank you so much for being here. I know that getting on a Thursday night is hard. I know that getting on a Thursday night during quarantine is even harder. And a lot of you guys who are on the East Coast, this is late for you. So I just want to start by saying I really appreciate your time and the energy that you bring into this space and your heart and your willingness to learn and grow and to connect. It's so important. As a coach, it can be really easy sometimes to feel a bit out of sight, out of mind with your business since we all work from home virtually. So these times when we can connect with our sponsor coach or other mentors in the business and friends, other coach friends, is just clutch, you guys. So thank you for being here. Okay, so I'm Becca. I have been a coach for 7 years. In August, I signed up in August of 2013. I went Emerald right away in my business, which we're going to talk about what that means in a few seconds. And in the last 7 years, this business has completely transformed my life. We were able to pay off a bunch of our old debt. We were able to buy a house, which we would have never been able to do working as photographers before because our income was not consistent enough. Beachbody, actually, a bonus that I earned from Beachbody was what allowed us to be able to do a private adoption and adopt our second child, our daughter. That would have never happened. Outside of that, we would have had to take out loans or a second mortgage or go into debt to do the adoption, and we didn't have to. I retired from my previous job as a wedding photographer. I was able to financially retire my husband, although he still does like to work because he gets really bored at home. And we just lived this completely different life. I lost 70 pounds. I was able to, I don't want to say heal on a call because, you know, we have to be careful about our claims, but I was able to create a lifestyle for myself that let me be able to live asymptomatically with an autoimmune disease called Hashimoto's because of the lifestyle changes that Beachbody helped support me in. And that was huge for me because any of you guys who have autoimmune or an invisible illness like PCOS or Lyme or any of those, you know how big of a struggle that can be. And so to be able to not feel the negative side effects of that, because of this support system and this lifestyle that you've been able to live is huge. And all of that, I have been able to do all of this, and it all started with Emerald. Like it all started with this thing that we're going to be talking about tonight. So for those of you guys that you know, maybe you have these coaches that you look to and you have them up on a pedestal and you think like they're so far away, right? Like, oh my gosh, that coach is a star diamond, they're a legacy member, they're an elite coach, and it's so far away. Remember that it all starts with emerald, and that's what that coach is doing. They're going emerald over and over and over and over and over again. Really, this business is so simple. When I was a brand new coach, Doug Moss was on a live video and he said, every time a coach opens their mouth, they overcomplicate this business. And that just stuck in my head, and it's stuck in my head ever since. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be hard. It really is as simple as just doing these small things over and over. So let's talk about it, right? Let's dive in. Emerald means you are completely open for business as a Beachbody coach. Before Emerald, you are really just an affiliate member. And the difference is that, yes, as a coach, you can open your coach account, you can sign up as a coach, get the discount, earn income, but you are only able to earn income as retail commissions, which in essence is what affiliate marketing is. So everybody familiar with affiliate marketing? Like, you like a company's products and you tell them and they give you an affiliate link, and anytime someone orders using your link, you get a kickback. You either get a commission or you get money in an account to use, like Fabletics. Anybody familiar with Fabletics or Amazon? All those kind of things. We're all really familiar with affiliate marketing, right? It's pretty common now. Well, that's what you are when you sign up as a coach, as a Beachbody coach. Day one, minute one, you are an affiliate marketer for the company. And until you go Emerald, that is the cap of what you are able to do with your business. You are limited in income to only what you can generate yourself in retail commissions. Now, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. When I was a coach, I think my first month, I think it was my second or third paycheck, I earned $700 something, and I didn't have a team yet. So that was all just retail commissions. Like, that's nothing to scoff at. You can do well if you can be a good retailer, but you're still limited in what you can do because it's only you and it's only retail commissions. The way that Beachbody's business structure is done is that coaches earn income in two main ways. There are lots of other little bonuses and things, but the two bread and butter ways are retail commissions and team bonus cycles, which is getting paid off volume. And you can't start to do that until you're an Emerald coach. So on my team, we call going Emerald getting fully open for business. You have now fully unlocked all of the different ways that you can start to earn. Your earning potential is not limited. So it's a big deal, right? Like, that is, you want to do that as soon as possible. I watch so many coaches start this business and they just spend so much time between coach and Emerald. And I'm like, no, you're not really fully open yet. Like, right now you're just an affiliate marketer. Like, let's actually get you a real business open. We got to open those doors. So the other cool thing about Emerald is, if any of you guys are new here and maybe you came from working for somebody else or a 9-to-5 or corporate job, is that this is a promotion. Like, you go from being coach to Emerald coach, but nobody has to promote you. You get to promote yourself. So it is 100% up to you when you decide that you want to be promoted. Like, what other job is like that? It's the coolest thing. It's so empowering. You don't have to wait for your sponsor coach to decide that you have earned it or that you're good enough. You don't have to wait for the company to say, okay, you've been a coach long enough, now we can promote you. You don't have to earn it by social media following or an amount that you've lost on the scale or any of that. You get to decide when you want to be promoted to that first promotion of Emerald. And it can even be before your sponsor coach is Emerald. So if you're a brand new coach here and your sponsor coach is pretty new, you don't have to wait for them. You don't have to wait until they promote to Emerald and then they tell you how to do it. No, that is not the way it works. Actually, you can build your business to a higher rank, to higher earning potential, to bigger stuff than your sponsor coach. You can do it further than your sponsor coach. There is no limit. You get to decide, which is the coolest thing about this. It's so empowering. You don't have to sit around and wait for permission from anybody else. Permission granted. It's done. Like, you can go do it right now. You could literally go Emerald while I'm talking to you on this call if you wanted to. There's nobody holding you back. Emerald rank, all of Beachbody's ranks, for anybody new here, are named after gemstones, and they go like this: Coach, Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, Star Diamond. Once you hit Star Diamond, the ranks continue, but all you do is add a number in front of it. to 15. 1-star diamond, 2-star diamond, 3-star diamond, 4-star diamond, 5-star diamond to 15. 15 is the highest technical rank you can go, but you can have more than 15 diamonds under you. A star diamond just means you have a diamond under you. So you're just duplicating that business success, because in Beachbody, we don't get paid for just recruiting people or signing people up to our business, right? We don't earn anything just by having another coach join us. We only really grow our business when we're duplicating business success. So when we help them also establish a successful business, and that's where the ranks start to grow, right? So, but the first one is Emerald. Emerald is you as an active coach and 2 active coaches, 1 on each side of your business. If you are new here and you have not yet done the new coach training that's available to you from Beachbody, then I suggest you add that to your list to finish by the end of this weekend. All you have to do to find it is log into your Coach Online office, click on the training tab, and it says get started here. It literally walks you right through it. They will have all these incredible videos with graphics and toys and funny things explaining all of what I'm going to talk about in even more detail. So if you're new here and you're like, this is a lot of words I don't know, that is where you need to go next so that you can really like fully wrap your brain around all of this. But just know that it's just you and 2 people. In this business, you have 2 sides to your business, a left side and a right side. We call them legs, but that's all they really are, the left side of your organization and the right side. And when you bring in customers, doesn't matter. They don't go on, they're not needing to be placed on side. But when you bring in coaches, they either have to go on your left side or your right side. So Emerald Coach just means you've brought on 2 people who have coach accounts. 1 is on your left, 1 is on your right. It's that simple. It's only 2 people. Okay. The benefits of Emerald are really big. I'm going to go through them really quick because you really have to understand. Some of you guys are recognition driven, like me. I didn't even care what the benefits were. My sponsor coach was like, the first promotion is Emerald. And I'm like, done. Like, I just want to be promoted. I like achievement. I like awards. But if you're someone who is like, why do I care? Why is this worth the effort for me to go do it? Pay attention, because there are a lot of things I'm about to tell you that are going to make this worth your while. If you're here, I'm guessing that you have joined Beachbody as a coach because you want to grow a business, right? If you were just here for the discount, or if you were just here for the community, you wouldn't be here at 8:45 on a Thursday night listening to me talk. So I'm guessing that you're all here because you have a vision for your business. And so these are all going to be really important things that you want as a part of your business. Number 1 is recognition. And this isn't just to make you feel good, right? When you hit Emerald, you either get to shout out yourself, or if you have a sponsor coach that is active in mentoring you, they will most likely shout you out, make you a post on social media maybe. Like, for example, I make a pretty little graphic with my coach's photo, and I shout them out on my Instagram, I shout them out in our team page, and I might tag them on Facebook. And I do all of that not only because it's exciting and fun and I want to celebrate growth, but I do it very strategically, as most sponsor coaches will, because I want the people that are following you on social media to see that you are starting this with a bang, that you're not messing around as a coach, that you know what you're doing, that you're getting promoted, that this is a really exciting thing that you're serious about, so that it builds clout, right? It's starting to show people like, oh, you're not just one of the 100,000 people that have started a network marketing business at home. Like, you didn't just start it, like you already got promoted. People are like celebrating you. Like, this is amazing. That is why recognition is such a big deal. It's not only for your own like excitement and confidence. It's because as a new coach, you need as many things as possible to build trust, to build clout, and to show social proof to the people that are following you, to get them feeling like, okay, you're someone who can help me. I'm going to ask you if I can join you, right? Number 2, leads. So Beachbody has this whole lead program where if someone just goes to like Beachbody's main website and they're not linked to a coach and they just order something, or if back in the day it used to be from infomercials, but now it's like, you know, if they hear a radio spot or a TV commercial or wherever Carl is doing stuff at that moment, and they don't have a coach that sent them a share cart or a coach that gave them a link, they get put into just this giant pool of leads. And Beachbody takes all of those customers and they assign them out to active Emerald coaches coaches or higher that are achieving Success Club. So the lead program is really cool because it's free customers. Like you didn't even have to do anything and you just get one. And then as they grow, you have the opportunity to earn off them for the whole rest of their time as long as you're their coach. And if they decide to become a coach, then you get to be their sponsor. It's incredible, right? It's free customers, it's free money, it's free potential. And you don't get that unless you're an Emerald coach who's hitting Success Club. There are different rules and requirements for different levels of leads. There are kind of like just regular leads and then Success Club leads and all that stuff. And you can ask your sponsor coach about that, or just look in the frequently asked questions if that is something that you're like, ooh, I really want to learn more about how I can make that a part of my business. But why turn down free customers, right? And number 3, and the most important of all of them, is that when you are Emerald, you open up your earning banks for volume. Remember how I told you when you first sign up, you earn income from commissions, and then once you're Emerald, you also unlock the opportunity to earn off your volume. Doesn't happen until you're Emerald. Once you're Emerald, all of a sudden you have 2 piggy banks in essence, one that's linked to the left side of your organization and one that's linked to the right side. And every single week, as the coaches and the customers that are associated with all those coaches that are in your business, in your organization, as they place orders, as they bring in new people, all of that generates volume. Everything we sell has a volume number attached to it. That's just kind of the way business works across the board. And so what happens is you start to accumulate those in these banks, and you can earn money based off how much volume you have on each leg every single week, every week without fail. This was revolutionary to me because I came into this business as an artist, and artists do not get paid without fail every single week. And so when I came in and I was like, wait, you're just going to like deposit money into my bank account every week? Like, what is this magic and wizardry that's happening? Like, it was so exciting to me to know that I could do that. But you can't start until you're an Emerald coach. The other cool thing about it is that even if you don't have enough volume yet to earn income on, because it takes a little while. This isn't something where you go Emerald and all of a sudden you're making thousands of dollars in volume. It won't work that way. It takes time. Everything takes time to build up. Just like anything that's worthwhile, you're going to have to get stuff going. You're going to have to get people under you to generate the volume. It doesn't have to take forever, but it's also not like this. However, as soon as you're Emerald, you start storing away the volume in those piggy banks. And it doesn't happen until you're Emerald. So you want to get to Emerald as soon as possible, because even if you don't have enough volume starting to accumulate yet on both sides of your organization, you can start storing it away. And once you start storing it away, it adds up and you can get paid on it sooner, right? You might be here and you might just be thinking to yourself, well, I don't have very many people yet, and I'm kind of new and I'm nervous, so I don't know how fast I'm going to be able to add people, so maybe I shouldn't go Emerald. Absolutely not. Go Emerald as soon as possible so that your volume banks can start growing. It doesn't matter if it's slow. You want every penny to be saved. Why wouldn't you want to get paid off of it if it's there, right? So that's the biggest one. The other thing I wanted to say about that is, if you're curious about how that whole volume thing works, getting paid, I told you, like, basically there's an equation and you get paid based off the volume. That is all explained in the new coach training in your coach online office in a pretty hilarious video by Michael Neiman using children's toys. So if you don't know how coaches get paid off volume, take the responsibility onto yourself and make sure you go and watch the videos in the new coach training so that you educate yourself and so that you understand how you're making money. You are a business owner. It is your responsibility to understand how you make money in your business. You don't want to be someone who just comes in and like willy-nilly is just doing things and not knowing how you're making money. That is a recipe for burnout and frustration. So just take control of your own business education and make sure that you have watched all the videos in the new coach training. They won't take you very long. Okay, so I want to show you guys, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, first caveat, I need to see everybody's eyes. Can you please raise your right hand? Everybody do it. And repeat after me. I, say your name, hereby do promise not to be judgmental about the state of Becca's desktop. I am a creative person. I work in creative chaos. When I'm very busy, things get messy. I know where everything is, but it might stress you out. This is a trigger warning for all of my type A personalities. Just be advised. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. What I'm going to show you is how this grows over time. I know that if you're a new coach, this can feel like, okay, there's a lot of words I don't know. There's legs, there's volume, there's bonus cycles, there's emerald. Like, I don't know. I already judged you. I don't know what you're saying. So what I'm going to show you is a chart, because even if you don't know all of the verbiage, I think all of us can understand when chart lines go like this regarding income, right? So I want to show you how this starts to grow over time, because if you're a visual person or you're just someone who's getting lost in the words, this might help. So you share my screen. We've all agreed this is a no judgment zone. Yeah? Can you guys give me a thumbs up when you can see my screen? Cool. Okay. So this is the first one I want to show you guys. I've lost there we go. Can you guys see this graphic? It's got blue lines on it, everybody? Okay. This is a graphic I made in 2014, right here. 2014 income versus team bonus. And I wanted to, I literally went in my coach online office. This was my first full year as a coach. I signed up in August of 2013, January 2014 to December 2014 was my first like full calendar year of working. In that time, I went from diamond coach to almost 2-star diamond. So to give you guys a frame of reference for anyone who's been here a while and understands all the ranks. So you can kind of get an idea. So what I did was I went into my online office, I added up the amount of income that I made in commissions in a month. So you'll see each circle dot is a month, okay? And then the blue lines are the amount of money I made in a month getting paid off my volume. So once I was an Emerald coach, that's what team bonus means. That's the jargon. So getting paid off the volume. So what I want to show you is when you first go Emerald, like I said, you open up the earning potential, but you are the one that has to fill that potential, right? But you open it up. And once you open it up, it can start to happen. So I want to show you how this is an investment in your future, and you have to have that long-term vision and that trust in yourself and that belief in where you're going in this business to know I'm doing this because this is the first milestone that's going to take me where I want to go in the future. Even if today I don't see it, I know where I'm going. Okay. So as you can see in January, I made way more in retail commissions than I made in getting paid off my volume. I was let's see, what was I? I think I was a fresh new diamond, actually. I had lost my diamond rank over the holidays. I was just getting it back in January and February. So if that gives you any idea, I was basically an Emerald coach with a few coaches under me. So I was making about $1,000 a month in retail commissions and just a few hundred in my team bonus cycles based off my volume. February, still working hard, still doing all the things showing up. My commissions about the same, right? A little bit lower because the New Year's boom was starting to trickle out. And my volume, really not that much of a difference, right? March, same thing. My commissions were really steady again because I'm only one person and I can only sell so many things, even in my best month. And my team bonus cycles, a little bit higher. April, my commissions dropped and my team bonus cycles came up a little bit. Nothing dramatic, but still there. May and June back up to kind of, I guess, what my sweet spot was in commissions, apparently. Team bonus cycles went up a little bit and then went down. But now look what happens, because this is 6 months of consistency, right? Plus the 4 months of the previous year of consistency, of building and growing. And this is me focusing on building a team. So I didn't just get to Emerald and stop. I got to Emerald and then I did it again and then I did it again. And I helped some of those people get to Emerald and so on and so forth. And it starts to compound. You guys have never read the Slight Edge or the compound effect? You should add that to the top of your business growth reading list, because this graph is an exact graph of the principle of compounding interest, which just means that small things over time start to compound really quickly. So you can see in the summertime, there was a bump, and that was as some of the coaches that I had brought in were starting to do their own thing. They were starting to go emerald. They were starting to bring in their own people. And as you can see, my commissions kind of went down. There's sometimes these seasons in our business where there's lulls, but my volume went up. And then as you can see through the end of the year, it starts to really quickly climb. Like, look at the difference from June to November, right? So by the end of November, I was making $2,200 a month based solely on the volume my team was generating. $2,200 a month that I didn't have to sell anything for. That was just because I had made the decision to open up these bonus cycle banks and start growing a team. And my retail commissions, about the same. So the biggest thing I want you to see off of this is not just that, yes, I made more money from volume. What I want you to see is that in your business, the amount you earn on retail commissions is going to kind of stay in a window. Do you guys see how it like really didn't deviate outside of the $500 to $1,100 bracket? My best months, my very best retail months were all kind of, they had a ceiling on them because I'm only one person and there's only 24 hours in a day. However, when you open yourself up to earning income based on volume of building an organization, you're leveraging yourself across an entire network of people. That's why this is called network marketing, and their sales and their success. So even on a month when maybe I didn't do as well, they were still producing, they were still doing stuff. And you're not limited by the fact that you're just one person. Now you're tens of people, dozens of people, hundreds of people, and eventually you could be thousands of people. Okay, the other one I want to show you, excuse me, are my actual pay stubs. So you can really, really, really see. Okay, now I'm going from 2014 to 2015. So this is the next year. So right here is my first paycheck of April 2014. So you can see right here, this is how our paychecks look. If you haven't gotten one yet, this is how they kind of outline them. Right here, it says retail commission. This is how much I made just in sales myself, $194. That's great. That's awesome. And then in team bonus cycles, which is getting paid off volume, I made 108. That's incredible. And at this point, I had my account and my spouse's account, and those were the two accounts that we had. He was just a discount coach. Clearly, he didn't make anything. A year later, a year of building, a year of doing all the things I just told you about, I want you to see how this grows. First paycheck of April, again, I wanted to use the same month just for trends. My retail commissions were $158, so pretty on par, $158, $194, about the same. But in team bonus cycles, I made almost $1,500. And then my husband in commissions earned $32, and in team bonus cycles, he made almost $500. He made $32 of his own sales, but $500 because he opened up these bonus cycle banks and started growing them. At that point, I also had a second business center, so I was able to earn in that. So you guys see how it can really start to grow. And most of the, not even most, all of the top coaches who are making money that is like a full-time income, they're not making it off retail commissions. They're making it off team volume. That is why network marketing is the business structure that it is, why it's so viable, why people can make it their full-time income, is because when you leverage yourself across a network, you take the ceiling off what you can earn, because it's not just one person anymore. Now you're a team and we're better together, right? A rising water lifts all ships kind of situation. Okay, hopefully that really helped you kind of wrap your brain around where you could be going long-term. Emerald is where it starts. You cannot go anywhere that those graphics just showed you until you are emerald. You can't do it. So how do you get to emerald, right? You're like, okay, Becca, you sold me. I want to get to emerald. What do I do? Okay, rewind. Remember I said it's you and two active coaches. You have to be active. They have to be active. What does that mean? Active just means that you are either buying products for yourself every month, every 5 weeks, or you're selling products to a customer every 5 weeks. Same for your two people. They have to either be using products themselves, things that they're using in their life. They're getting bars because they love to eat them. They're drinking Shakeology because they love Shakeology. They are getting energized and recover, or smoothie boost, or whatever it is that they love in their life, or they're a coach who is selling. One of the two things. This is where people get really confused, because new coaches freak out and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to talk about this business yet. How am I supposed to like pitch the business to someone who wants to build a business? That's great, but you don't have to. These two coaches, they just have to be active. They don't have to be rock star business builders, right? So it's just you and two active people. And those active people can be a spouse, it can be a mom, it can be a sister, it can be a family member, it can be your neighbor, or it could be people on social media that start to ask you questions once you're sharing. Don't think that it only has to be the last one. It can be someone who already knows and loves and trusts you. In fact, most people it is, because most people, it's natural to kind of have that overflow of excitement and passion to the people that you already see in your life, your spouse, your mom, your sister, your brother, your very best friend who you talk to all the time. Those are the people who you're naturally going to kind of word vomit excitement on, right? And those are the people who are going to be like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I totally would get bars at a discount, or yeah, I've really been wanting to get BOD. I might as well sign up as a coach and get a discount and support you. They don't have to want to do this as their full-time job. So let go of that last one, because I think people get really up in their heads about it. So how do you do this? Like, as a new coach, how do you do it? Number one, you share your story, just your story, not Beachbody's story, not a sales pitch for the business. You share where you're at right now. What product did you start with? What are you doing right now? What are the things that you're using in your life that you're really loving, that are making a difference for you? What is the effect of this community and these tools in your life? That's what you share. You share your results and your progress. And I don't just mean weight loss. I mean, what is it doing for you? Is this giving you a stress relief during this time? Is it helping you focus on nourishing your body so that you can stay healthier during this time, or have energy to deal with virtual schooling your kids, or whatever it is? Maybe it is weight loss for you. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a healthy pregnancy. Maybe it's weight gain. Maybe it's strength or cardiovascular health, or maybe it's just you just needed mentally to do something to take care of yourself, and it literally has nothing to do with your body. It doesn't matter what it is. It just has to be your story, because that's what the people that are either following you on social media or already know and love you care about. They don't care about why Carl Deichler started this company. They don't care about why I got into this business or my success. They care about you because they love you and they're following you for a reason, and they care about your health and your success and your happiness. They want to hear your story. So that's what you do. You share your story, you share your results, and biggest of all, you share your excitement and joy. You guys, you could go emerald based solely on excitement and joy. No story, no success or progress. You literally can, because that is what's magnetic, and that is what makes people get excited about this. You're excited about it. If you're here and you're like freaking out and you're like, I don't even know how I would start to talk about this to someone, you're just getting in your own head about it. You talk about stuff that you love to people all the time. All the time do you do it. My friend Amber is on this call. She sold me on purple shampoo the other day. She didn't mean to sell me on purple shampoo. She's not an affiliate for purple shampoo, but she totally recommended some purple shampoo to me, and it's in my Amazon cart. This is a referral society that we live in. Raise your hands if you have gotten your hair done, took a picture in the car, and posted it on social media and tagged your hairdresser. Raise your hand. Be honest. You just sold your hairdresser. Did you get all up in your head about it? About, oh my God, what are my friends gonna think if I post about my hairdresser? They're gonna think I'm trying to push my hairdresser on them. They're gonna think I've joined a hairdresser scam, and that's like all I care about is making money of hairdressers. No, not at all. You were happy with your hair. You were feeling yourself, and you wanted to share it and shout out the person that helped you do it. That is literally the exact same thing as this. Excitement and joy will take you so far, so far, and you've just got to get out of your head about it. My husband has basically has this really great saying where he says, if you're really scared to talk about Beachbody to somebody, especially to people who already love you, like if you can't talk to your sister about this, or your spouse, or your mom, that is your red flag that you're up in your head. Especially if this is something that you love enough that you signed up and paid money and decided to be a coach, gave somebody your social security number, and are now here on a Thursday night and you loved it enough to do all of that, but you can't tell like your mom or like your very best friend that you love this, then you're up in you have one of two problems. You're either up in your head or you don't actually believe in it. You don't really believe. And I don't think it's the second one, because I don't think you would be here at now 9 p.m. on a Thursday night if it was the second one. So you're up in your head. So what I want you to do if you're nervous and you're like, I really want to go Emerald, I don't know how to talk about this, is I want you to think about something that you have purchased or seen or gone to that you just really enjoyed, like that you had a really great experience with. Just go ahead, just think in your head, like maybe it's a show that you started watching during quarantine. Maybe it is before quarantine. Maybe it was a movie or a restaurant. Go ahead and think in your head. Raise your hand when you have it. Just something that you just really loved. Maybe it's even something you've off the cuff mentioned before. Everybody got it? Cool. Stephanie, tell me what it is. Stephanie Burgos, tell me what it is that you had recently that you loved. I'm curious. Unmute yourself.
I would say some amazing sushi at a local restaurant.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm local to you, so you're going to have to tell me where it is, because I am really picky about sushi, and I only want to go to places that my friends say are good, because I get kind of skeeved out about the whole raw fish thing. So where was it?
So it's called Sato Sushi. So there's one out in Baldwin Park and one out in Orlando, and Luke and I absolutely love it. We go so often that the people know, like the sous chefs, like the sushi chefs know who we are, and wherever we're walking into the restaurant, they wave to us because we absolutely love it.
Oh my gosh.
It's really, really good.
So like, what is your favorite thing to get there?
Well, pretty much anything with shrimp tempura. So any type of sushi with shrimp tempura. So they have like 3 or 4 rolls just strictly with shrimp tempura. So whether it's shrimp tempura with mango on it, crab on it, eel on it, avocado on it, everything. And we eat a crap ton of sushi. Like between my husband and I, he's in the back. Between my husband and I, for what it's worth, guys, the two of us, we eat anywhere between 7 and 8 rolls of sushi. And every single time, yeah, look at all your faces. Every single time
I eat like one roll. Huh? I think I can get through like one roll.
Yeah, and every single time when we go to a new place, they're like, is all this sushi for you guys? And we're like, yes, it is. And we're going to eat every single one of them. But seriously, this place is amazing. They do takeout. They're just really, really, oh, and they also have like really great ramen, and they have really great, what? The Korean fried chicken wings. Like that is the bomb. If you guys like chicken wings, like these wings are so amazing. Like they have like this breading on it, and then it has like a really spicy, and now everyone's like, you're talking about food. Yes, this spicy kind of sweet like sauce on it. And then it has like a kimchi on the side, and then it has like a really tangy like dressing to like dip it in. It's really good.
That sounds amazing. And I love that because I feel like sometimes I want something that's like hot or like not just sushi, you know, like to feel like sushi. Okay, how many of you guys are like on board the sushi train right now? Do any of you feel personally attacked by Stephanie's love of sushi, or the fact that she just went on a whole thing about wings? Do any of you guys feel like she is trying to trick you into buying sushi? No, all of you guys got sucked into that story right around the part that Luke raised his arms and she started talking about wings, because you could, like, that was real excitement. Like, she thought of something she really loved at the restaurant that she wanted to tell us about, and she did. And instantly, everyone in here started in the chat like, oh my gosh, we're in quarantine. We can't go get sushi. Like, stop talking. It made all of you guys want it, or at least pique your interest and listen, right? That is literally all Going Emerald is you have to just pick a part of the business that you are as excited about, or that you enjoy as much as Stephanie and Luke like that sushi restaurant. And surely there is something about it, because you are motivated enough to be here now. I see some of you guys like drinking smoothies and like meal prepping, like you're in it, right? Like there's got to be something about this that you feel that happy and excited about. Maybe it's the community. Maybe it's all the really cool virtual Zooms that are happening right now. Maybe it's a meal plan that lets you like stay sane during this crazy grocery mess? Like, what is it for you? And you just don't overthink it. Like, you literally just speak about it the way you would talk about a favorite restaurant where you just had a meal that was so good, or the nail salon where the girl like did the shape just right. Like, you know, when they get it just right and it's like, you like never want to break a nail because it's so hard to find a nail girl that'll do that. Like, that is what I'm talking about. That is literally all you have to do. So if you're scared, I want you to basically pitch something else, something not Beachbody that you love. You don't have to do it to anybody, but just do it in your own head. Like, sell yourself on it. Just be like, oh my gosh, you know what? I really love, yeah, I'll do it. I love that show Outlander. I started watching that show Outlander. It's like I think it's like an old show, but it's got 3 seasons on Netflix now. And Emily, do you love Outlander? The Scottish accents, am I right? Oh my God. Right? This is probably too much information, but I totally was like, hey babe, to my husband, because he likes to do like accents and stuff. I'm like, any chance you can do like a Scottish accent? I don't know, no reason, just curious. It's so good. I started watching that show and I'm like obsessed. So yeah, a book series. My mom was telling me about that. Anyway, so I've been telling a bunch of friends about that show. Literally, it can be that simple. I just told you guys about Outlander the same way I would tell someone about 2B Mindset. Like, no difference in the way that I talk about it. So just find something. What is something that you have enjoyed recently, or a place you love to go, or a shop that you love that you could tell someone that you love and care about, and practice. Just say it. Tell them about it. Or maybe even actually tell them, like, go to your spouse and tell your spouse like a movie that you like or a show that you found or something. Or tell your best friend, like, spread some love. Tell them about a blog you found or a cool recipe you tried. Like, just practice recommending, because once you start to see that it's not so scary, it's just because you've got all these extra things linked to Beachbody, and you've got a lot of other people's opinions linked to Beachbody. That's really the only problem. You don't have a lot of other people's opinions linked to sushi or Outlander, but you do linked to network marketing and Beachbody. And so what you have to do is you have to remember that this is really no different. And when all else fails, go back to your own story and experience, because nobody can take that away from you and nobody can deny you that. I tell people when they're starting on my team all the time that they should always build their business around their own story and experience, because if haters ever do come, or if people ever have a negative opinion, it will just bounce right off. For example, I lost 70 pounds and I was able to undo some of my autoimmune symptoms and live asymptomatically for the last years. That is my real life experience with getting my health together using Beachbody's tools. That's it. I can tell someone that and they can be like, Beachbody's tools don't work. And I can be like, kind of do. Like, totally worked for me. Like, they can say they don't work till they're blue in the face. It's not going to matter to me. We are Legacy Club members as Beachbody coaches, which means that we have earned over $1 million in cumulative earnings since I signed up as a coach. Someone can come to me and go, Beachbody is a scam, no one makes money. And I can be like, kind of made some money. Like, if you're only going with your story, it doesn't matter what people say. If someone tells me Beachbody is a scam and no one makes money, it sounds as dumb to me as if they were telling me the sky is brown. I'd be like, yeah, but it's not. Like, I can see it. I can see that it's not brown. Like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. That is literally how silly it feels to me. And I'm so rooted in that confidence, because what I share when I share this business is my story and my experience. I'm not telling someone about how P90X can get them jacked for a bikini competition. That is not my story. That's not my experience. If I tried to sell that and someone was like, P90X can't get you jacked, that won't work, I would be like, maybe, I don't know. And I would start to get nervous because it's not my experience and my story. So what is it for you? Is there a workout program that really helped you? It's something about this community. Did the $100 you made last week go towards an electricity bill that made this quarantine less stressful? Like, what is it for you that is your story that no one can take away from you? That's what you need to talk about. And what is it about this business that you just could gush about, like, that you just love, part of your experience that is just so effortless for you to talk about? That's where you need to start. That's where you need to talk. Okay. I'm going to wrap up because I don't want to keep everyone too late. I have a couple extra things. I want to talk about some misconceptions about emeralds, because when I'm training new coaches, especially coaches that are like way deep in my downline or under coaches who've quit, I hear a lot of the same fears about emerald, and they're all misconceptions about it. So I want to kind of clear the air about emerald for anybody who's nervous about it or thinks that they're going to be biting off more than they can chew, because that's usually what it is. Number one misconception is I have to spend a ton of money if I want to sign up my spouse to be a coach. Like I said, for a lot of people, a spouse signing up as a discount coach is like one of the first things. It makes a lot of sense because you live in the same house. You're probably both consuming products. Like, why not, instead of you ordering all the things in your account, why don't you order some in your account and he orders some in his account, and now you have a coach that helps you get halfway to emerald. Kind of like a win-win situation, right? But a lot of people get nervous about signing up their spouse. And one of the things I hear all the time is, we don't have enough money to be paying an extra $100 a month to sign up my spouse. Whoa, pump the brakes. If you're signing up your spouse, you don't have to be spending an extra $100 a month. Your spouse doesn't have to be on Shakeology HD. Unless your spouse is going to drink an extra month's worth of Shakeology, don't put your spouse on Shakeology HD. That's a recipe for disaster. You should never be buying products you won't consume or use. What will you guys actually consume or use? This is like a soapbox for me, so I'm gonna try and rein it in, because when people tell me that they spent all their money and went into debt for Beachbody and they spent all this money on products they didn't use, and that Beachbody's a scam because of it, I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. That's on you, sir, because coach accounts cost $15 a month. Anything else you buy is your decision. So you absolutely don't have to do that. And all you need is an active coach. Doesn't mean that they have to be on Shakeology HD. It's great to have your spouse on Shakeology HD. So great. One less thing for you to ever have to worry about, because you know they're going to have an order every month. But if you guys aren't drinking enough for that, do not do it. That's a stupid decision and a waste of money. Order Energize through his account, or a box of bars, or some digestive boost, and make my protein cookie dough recipe. Like, do something that you're actually going to use and go through. Don't just randomly do that. So you don't have to do that. People think it because they signed up with a challenge pack, and so they got on Shakeology, and they just assume that that's what their spouse has to do, but they don't. You don't have to do that. And even if you do sign your spouse up with a challenge pack just because it's easy, you don't have to leave them on HD for those specific products. You can change to something else, or you can just go in and order things as you want them. Like, so much freedom. So you don't have to be spending hundreds of dollars. In fact, you should absolutely not be spending hundreds of dollars a month on your and your husband's account. That is not how you should be starting your business or running your business. Number two, the person that I sign up has to be on Shakeology HD. Now, this doesn't just go for your spouse. I hear people all the time like, well, my mom or my dad doesn't like Shakeology. Cool. Do they like granola bars? Do they like, are they in the sun a lot? Would they drink hydrate? Like, is your dad out doing yard work a lot? Like, would your mom like this to help her drink more water? Like, what about daily sunshine? Like, does your sister have kids? Like, what other thing? It doesn't have to just be the only one standalone product. So think outside the box, because for a long time, we coaches, we only had Shakeology. So in a lot of old training videos and stuff, like, you're going to hear coaches talk about just Shakeology, but that's not because it's the only way. It's just because we didn't have a lot of cool stuff like we do now. We have so many more options now, with even more coming. I don't know if you guys heard all the Super Saturday announcements, but the new Energized flavor, the new tea drinks, like, holy crap, we can get people hooked up with all kinds of cool products. It doesn't have to only be one thing. Okay, number three misconception is I have to find people who want to be serious coaches or involved for life. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's so scary. Like, that's scary to me. Like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of pressure. Absolutely not. You just need to find two people who, for at least now, are going to support you, and at the very baseline, just be cool with getting a discount. Like, that's the base. If they want to do the business too, that's icing on the cake. That's awesome. But they don't have to. And if your spouse or your mom or your sister is like, yeah, I'll get this for a little while, that's fine too. They don't have to want to be, on bars for life, like never miss a month. They don't have to. It's just to get your account open, right? Because you're going to continue building. These are not going to be your only 2 people forever. So just let go of that thought. If these people cancel their coach accounts or fall off or don't order, it's not going to matter, because you're not going to only go Emerald and then never add anybody else. You're going to continue adding and adding and adding and going Emerald over and over and over again. So just let go of all that pressure of them having to like be your person forever, because they absolutely don't. Especially when it comes to like friends or family members, you don't have to have that pressure on yourself or on them. Like, are they willing to just do it now and for a little while to help support you and get your doors open to your business? That's really all you need. Number 4 misconception is I can't start talking about coaching because I'm new. You can absolutely start talking about coaching when you're new. You can start talking about coaching the second you're a coach, because you're already a step ahead of whoever you're talking to. And that's really all you need to know, especially because most likely one or both of these people are going to be just starting as discount coaches, which means they're just kind of like signing up to support you and get the discounts, and they're probably not going to be growing a big business. They might, but who knows? Like, it might not be that big yet. So all you really have to do is be able to tell them about a product that you love or that you think they'll love, and you can surely do that. We just talked about how easy it is to recommend things that we love, right? So if that's all it is, then that takes so much weight off your shoulders, it takes so much pressure off, right? And last is, I can't get to Emerald till I have a ton of people who want to do a challenge group with me so that I can like do this whole big thing. Not true. You don't have to wait till you have a ton of people and you're leading big challenge groups to get to Emerald. They're not mutually exclusive at all. Emerald is just 2 people who are loving and supporting your business, helping you get your doors fully open. That is all it is. Take all the extra pressure off yourself for anything past that. All right, let's wrap up. How do you actually do it? Like practical, how do you do it? If you're like, Becca, cool, I'm going to do this tomorrow. What do I do? Like, I really want to do it. Number 1, you make a list of some people. So you can do it right now while I'm talking, or maybe once this call is over. Who are some people who know, love, trust, are willing to support you? Or if you've been doing this for a little while, who are some people who, have talked to you about what you're doing, who are curious about it, or, who have been kind of like following and supporting you? Who are those people? Write all their names down. Then you're going to share with them. That is the magic thing, the thing that stops everybody in their tracks. They're like, whoa, wait. Like, I have to talk to somebody about this? They're not just going to like magically show up and I'm going to be Emerald? Yeah, you got to talk to them about it. But we worked through this. You guys know how to do it. Remember the sushi, channel the sushi if you get nervous, and you'll be able to do it. So you're just going to talk to them about it. I'll even give you some sample verbiage, right? Like, here we go. Let me think. Okay, let me come up with a person. Why don't you guys give me a person? Go in the chat, give me a person who could maybe be a potential first person that I would have to talk to about it. Give me a person. Nobody? Best friend. Oh, got best friend twice. Double whammy. Okay, I'm gonna go to my best friend. Here is, or a coworker who's a friend. This will work for both of them. Here's some sample verbiage of something I could say. Okay, Amber. I'm using a real friend's name. Hey, Amber. Okay, Amber. So you know how much I've been loving To Be Mindset. Like, you've seen how incredible it's been. We've been talking about the recipes. I know that I've talked your ear off about it. Here's the thing. I've decided I want to not only do this program, but like actually open myself up to like helping other people do it too. And I want to actually build like a little side business with this. And to start, I want to have some of the people that I love the most and who I know and trust. I want to have them in with me now. So I know that we've already talked about it before. I know you've been maybe thinking about it, but like, would you be willing to sign up and get the discount, and we could do it together, and it would really help me like get my business off the ground. You don't have to actually want to sell anything. Like, it just, we could do this together. You could get the discount. I know you've already been thinking about it. I don't know. What do you think? That's it. Like, yeah, spoiler alert. She said yes. Now she's a Star Diamond coach. That's really it. That's all it is. To your spouse, hey babe, I signed up for Beachbody. My first thing is getting to Emerald, because your spouse you can be really real with, right? My first thing is getting to Emerald. I got to have 2 coaches to do it. You make sense. Will you just sign up as a discount coach and we can split our orders between my account and your account? It's not going to be any work for you. You don't have to do anything. We're not going to like start a whole mail side of the business. It's just to have another account with the discount. We'll order smoothies in mine. We'll order Energize in yours. It's only going to cost us an extra $15, but I'm going to make enough that I cover it. So it doesn't really matter. Are you cool with that? That's literally a spouse conversation that I would have. Mom, oh my gosh, doing this business. I've decided I really want to like build something with it. Can I hook you up with Shakeology at a discount and you can be one of my first coaches and like help me get this thing off the ground? You don't have to do anything. I know you're already doing the smoothies. I'm just going to just help you get an account that gives you the 25% off. And like, you're going to really help me get my business going. Would you be willing to do that? Like that's it, you guys. It doesn't have to be harder than that for your first people. If you've been a coach a while and you haven't done this yet, you have some customers. Here's an example of how you could talk to a customer, a challenger. Hey, Sue, I've been having so much fun with you in my challenge groups. I love that you're, drinking Energize and getting the bars. And I know you're like super pumped about the new Energize flavor. So friends don't let friends pay retail. Can I help you upgrade your account to a coach account so you get the 25% discount like I do? Like, have you thought about that? Because I feel awful that you're spending more than you would have to do. It's so simple. You bought a challenge pack, so it's actually going to be free to upgrade your account, and I can help you do it in like a day. Let's do it before the new Energize launches, so you go ahead and you get that 25% when it comes out. Like, that's how you can talk to your current clients and challengers. Whatever it is for you, whatever it is for them, whatever your style is. Maybe your style of talking isn't like mine, but it's just that simple conversational, you meeting them where they're at and always keeping their interests in mind. Like with my friend, I would make sure I was talking to her about something she'd actually be interested. Same with my mom. And with my spouse, I would be like, you're married to me. You're going to do this because you love me. Like, get on board. That's different. But it is really, you don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to have like a business presentation to give to them, any of that kind of stuff. You literally just short and sweet, share your heart, share where your mind's at, share where you want to go, share why it's mutually beneficial, and be done. And just ask them. Ask them, what is the worst thing that could possibly happen? They say no, and you're just where you are now. Like, it's not going to be any worse than where you are now, right? It's fine. You just move on to the next person. So as you're making a list, write down more than 2 people, just on the off chance that one of them isn't ready yet to do this. Because what I don't want you to do is write down 2 people and be like, oh, one person said no, guess I'll never be Emerald. No, you know more than 2 people. So write down the names of more than 2 people, and you're just going to go down that list until 2 people say yes. That is what you're going to do, because your dreams, your vision is worthy of it. It's worthy of you feeling a little uncomfortable, getting your bearings. And here's the thing, you are never going to feel less uncomfortable until you just do it. Until you just go through saying the words, talking to people, figuring out what your voice is in this business. And the only way out is through. If you're feeling uncomfortable now, you're going to feel uncomfortable forever if you continue to put it off and continue to not want to do it. The only way to feel more comfortable is to just do it over and over and over. At this point, I could sell a challenge pack in my sleep to a stranger at the gas station, give 0 shits. Like, I have explained challenge packs so many times and the benefits of it. I could upgrade someone to a discount coach, like without even thinking about it. I've said it so many times over the years to so many people. It's not scary anymore. It's not hard for me to think about what to say. In the beginning, I was so nervous. I would literally like send someone a message and close my computer because I was too afraid to see what they were going to say back. Like, as soon as like I could see they were typing, I'd be like, like so nervous, and I would be so afraid, and I would be like, did I say the wrong thing? I've said the wrong things before. Like, I've totally fumbled over my words, but the only way to get better is to do it. So you just have to do it. And who better to start with than the people who don't care if you fumble over your words, like your spouse, your best friend, your mom, your sister. yeah, they might tease you or whatever, but they love you. Like they love you. They want the best for you. They want you to be happy. And even if they are not on board with signing up to be a coach, it's good practice for you. And they're going to love you no matter what, right? They're not going to like be mad that you asked them. If they're not into it right now, that's okay. Move on to another person on your list. They're probably going to come around. Because what's going to happen is you're going to keep doing this and keep getting better and move through. You're going to be celebrated. You're going to be having success. And they're finally going to be like, okay, I'm ready now. So just go ahead and start the process. I totally stumbled over my words talking to my best friend the other night. It happens. It happens. I even still stumble over my words every now and then, especially like with something new. So like with BOD groups, which are new, somebody asked me about them and I was totally fumbling over my words because I don't fully understand it yet. I haven't done it yet. So we're all in the same boat, you guys. Legacy Club members, 15-star diamond coaches, brand new coaches, diamond coaches, fallen diamond coaches, like all of us, we all have to just do it. We all have to learn it and say the words and get better at it. It's going to take me probably a couple months of explaining BOD groups to people before it feels effortless and easy to me. And before I figure out the way that I want to share about it that makes sense and is concise and I don't feel like I'm rambling, like, and that's just normal. And so just know that that unease is not anything other than you just being new. So just give yourself permission to be new and to fumble through it and know that each time you do it, you're going to get better and better and better and better and better. Okay. Let me make sure I've said all the things I wanted to say. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay. So to wrap up, what I want you guys to do, if you haven't already, is make sure that you have watched the new coach training, the getting started training, because you will learn all of the back end stuff about Emerald. If you're here and you're ready to go, when this call is over, I want you to send a private message to your sponsor coach, or if your sponsor coach is not working, to your upline Star Diamond coach. And you should be able to see who that is in your coach online office. And if you don't know, spoiler alert, it's either me or Stephanie. So send a message to somebody tonight, figure out who you send it to, and tell them, I want to go Emerald by next week. Okay? 2 coaches by next week. Beachbody weeks run Thursday to Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. So you have from now until Wednesday when the clock ticks over to midnight to find your 2 people and get them signed up. So I want you to message them and say, will you help me make sure I get everything right? Because you're going to be sending, sign up links and you've never had someone maybe show up in your coach online office. You don't know what you're looking for. That's what having a sponsor, having an upline Star Diamond coach, being part of a great team, that's what it's for. So you have people to help you navigate that kind of stuff. Make sure that you have everything right so that when it's time for the clock to click over next week, your promotion happens and there's nothing that you missed or nothing that was a glitch and any of that kind of stuff. So reach out and tell them, I want to do this. Will you help me make sure that I have all my ducks in a row? Will you help me make sure that I've got everything? If you haven't watched the videos about team bonus cycles, about emeralds and your legs and stuff, go do those. That's your homework for the weekend so that you go into next week really understanding what you're building here. You gotta know because it's your business. And then what I want you to do is reach out to the people on that list and start talking to them. And guess what? If you get more than 2, that's super badass. Like, don't just stop at 2. If your first 2 people say yes, don't stop. Like, keep going through your list because you're just going to be moving your business towards the next promotion, which is Ruby and Diamond. Like, heck yeah. I mean, it is not scary and hard as we make it up to be in our heads. You guys, Emerald is something that can literally be done in an hour. If you wanted it to, I'm giving you this whole next week to get it done. So you have so much time on your hands. Don't let fear hold you back from opening up the doors to your business and starting that upward trajectory, because you guys, if there was ever a time to do this in your business, it is now. We are breaking records week over week over week. I just shared it in my team page, and I'm sure Stephanie has either shared it with you or has access to show you guys. But at Super Saturday, Carl came on and he said, we broke records again. We had 740-something thousand people streaming on BOD. Guess what Carl posted yesterday in the roundtable, which is a group for the 5-star diamond and above coaches? We broke the Super Saturday record. You guys, it's only freaking Thursday. We had almost 850,000 people stream a workout. You guys, we're on track to have 1 million people in a day stream a workout. We are so far past the highest we had ever been up until like in January. We weren't even close to this. What was it like? It was like 500,000, I think was the best we'd ever done. We are growing by leaps and bounds. 100 new diamonds promoted in a day the other day, like crazy numbers. We haven't seen exponential growth like this in the network since 21 Day Fix launched. That was the last time numbers were like this. That was like 2014, 2015. In fact, when I signed up as a coach was 2014. Beachbody had been going like this for a while. Beachbody had kind of like always had this great climb. Then 21 Day Fix launched and like freaking broke the internet and broke the wellness community, and Beachbody like skyrocketed. People were like going elite super fast, like going 15-star diamond in like a year or two. It was madness, sheer madness. And that was like when I came in. I like imagine like coming in as a coach and just seeing like all this stuff explode. I was like, what? All that stuff exploded. And then it kind of leveled out, went back to the normal trajectory for a couple years. Everything was great. Everything was growing. We made the switch to digital, and Beachbody kind of went like this for a little bit because we had to navigate these waters. We had to learn how to go from being a sales-driven thing to a subscription-driven thing. We just had to grow together. Finally, the last year and a half, 2 years, we've leveled out again. We've figured it out. We're starting to go back up. We are at a spike. We are at the spike. So if you are here and you have been like, oh my gosh, what would it be like to be in a company like when it's doing that? Or did I get in too late? Did I miss the boat because I signed up after 2014 when that huge spike happened? Like, this is that spike again. The CEO is saying it. Every leader is saying it. Listen, you guys, listen to us. We're not just telling you like for the sake of telling you. We're telling you because we've seen this before and we know what it's like to harness it and use it to catapult your business. Like, businesses with upward trajectories are impressive. Businesses with spikes like this, it's insane. And you can't sustain it forever. So it's like a giant wave you have to ride. So if ever there was a time in your business for you to decide, now is when I'm going to start growing this team. Now is when I'm going to go emerald, open these bonus cycle banks, and really start like doing this thing. This is the year to do it. This is the time to grab on with both hands and refuse to let go, because we are in one of those crazy, crazy boom seasons. And I don't want you to look back and be kicking yourself because you were too scared to talk about the sushi with your family and friends. Okay, guys. Tell me if you have any questions about Emerald. Not technical questions, because those can be answered by watching those training videos or having a conversation with your sponsor or upline coach, but like about what we talked about, bigger, broader things. Is there anything that like didn't make sense or where you're really stuck? I want to make sure that I spend a couple seconds, because I know once you get into like rank and business stuff, it's a little bit sometimes trickier to wrap your brain around than just let's go inspire people. Yes, some of you guys are privately sending me your Emerald dates. I love, love, love it. Yes, you are absolutely going to do it. I 100% believe in you. Let's see. Someone that has BOD only, but you would like to sign up as a coach or discount coach. Oh, was that for the role playing? Anybody? Questions? No? Good? Okay. Just making sure. Sometimes it's like you gotta wait that extra second for someone to summon the courage to unmute themselves. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining me. I want to make sure to share this recording. That way you guys can give it to your coaches once you have them, when you're trying to help them understand Emerald. You share it in the team pages, tag people who are newer, because our business is based on this. Our business is based on not only going Emerald, but duplicating Emerald. So once you guys are here for a while longer, you'll start to really see. And those of you guys who are here that aren't new coaches, maybe you're in the process of getting to Diamond, or you're a Diamond in the process getting to Star Diamond, you know how important Emerald is. Our organizations are built on it. Our entire rank structure is built on Emerald going emerald, helping other people go emerald. You could build as big a business as you want, insert disclaimer, because you got to do the work, but you could build a 6-figure business, a 7-figure business, a full-time income business by duplicating emerald yourself month after month after month and teaching your people to do the same. That's literally how 15-star diamonds are built. That's how these empires are built. And it's all built on just telling 2 people and then telling 2 more people and telling 2 more people. It doesn't have to be any scarier or harder than that. And if you can tell someone about sushi and your hair and your nails and Outlander, then you can tell someone about getting a discount on some cool products too. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate having you guys on again tonight, having everybody from Stephanie's team. It's so fun to see you guys. I love that we've partnered up twice in a row. All right, guys, go send messages to your sponsor coaches, to your upline coaches. Tell them your emerald date. I hope you pick next week. But even if you don't, give them a date. Give yourself a deadline. Go tell them what it is. Have them hold you accountable. Have them help you make sure you've got it locked in. And then I fully expect to see a giant boom in our team page in the hub of emerald recognition graphics. And I'm in y'all's team page, Stephanie's team page. So I fully expect to see a giant boom of emerald graphics next week too in there. I'm so excited. We're cheering you guys on. I fully believe in you. Oh, it's so exciting. I can't wait for you guys to do it. Thank you guys for joining me. Bye.